Hey everyone, it's time for Twitter Scope, episode 64. We're going to talk today. Devil Wears Parsley. Nice to see you. Welcome, Zalkabid. Welcome. It is time for Twitter Scope, our daily exercise in pushing back the the veil of ignorance that surrounds Twitter. Hey, my name is Dawn Carter. I'm at decart on the socials, and every single day I'm here at 10 o'clock with you. Thank you so much for those of you guys that keep showing up. This is just, it warms my heart. Let me just say, all of my old episodes. Let me see. Can we even see that hashtag? It's important to see the hashtag, right? There we go. Hashtag, and then I can do this. Hashtag visible. Yes. I love the hand. I can't tell you how many years I've had that hand going, I know I'll use it one day. I have to buy it. I know I'll use it. And now I can. Who knew before Periscope came around? All the old episodes, you can find them on catch.me/decart. As I mentioned, we are up to episode 64. Today we are going to talk about discouraged. Let's track our progress. These are usually 5 to 10 minute little scopes. One of the most common, well, it's Wednesday, not if you're watching this on the replay, but today it's Wednesday, and Wednesday is hump day. So hump day means we go over some common problem, something getting you over the hump of something that has held you up or kind of frustrated you about your Twitter presence. So today we're going to talk about discouragement. And one of the ways that I have been able to combat that. You know what? Let me just say this. Discouragement crouches at your door, ready to pounce. It's just there. So that's just a normal thing. Do not be frustrated if you get discouraged. That's just normal. It just is, especially if you're trying something new. You are trying to get your Twitter account into shape. You've had it for a couple years. You're like, dang, I suck. I haven't done anything with it. Okay. Dismiss those thoughts. They're gone. They are not important, and they're not productive. Okay. So one of the things that we're going to do to talk about keeping from discouragement, I'm just going to share with you what I do. So mine is actually focused towards my Twitter scopes, but so this is my little Twitter scope book. Is that just great? I am going to tell you one of the tricks that has helped me. Whenever you're trying something new, one of the important things you need to do is track your progress. And so I just broke it down into just 3 easy steps just because I love using these cards and it's easy. So number 1, and go ahead and share this if you would like. Swipe right on iPhone and up on Android if you want. Number 1, set intervals that work for you to take these measurements. Set intervals. So what does that mean, Dawn? If, for instance, you want to it's my little Twitter scope book. One of the things I want you to do is set an interval for this measurement that you're going to do. It could be daily. It could be every other day. It could be once a week, but just be regular because in order to capture data, it has to be consistently captured at the same interval or it won't make sense. So, hey, thanks for sharing that. Go ahead and set that. So for instance, if you are just beginning to get your Twitter, profile up to speed and you're just starting to re-engage with people, make it once a week. Say, you know what, every Monday, every Friday, whatever, pick a day and say, I am going to keep track of something. And that's my second point. Set an interval that works for you. Define what you're measuring. So, for instance, remember a couple episodes back, we talked about your Twitter analytics. Go onto your profile, look under your analytics and see, wow, you know what? There's a whole wealth of information here that I didn't even know was there. Honestly, I didn't even discover it till a couple months ago. So maybe even a month ago. I'm telling you, there's so much to learn and stuff changes. So go into there and say, you know what is important to me? So it could be, I want to grow my followers. I want to measure my followers every Monday. Okay, that could be your thing. Measure your followers. Maybe it's, I want to measure how many retweets I get, or how much engagement, or I want to whatever. You have to decide what's important to you. Now, again, remember a couple episodes ago, we talked about don't be lured by follower account nonsense and be tempted to buy followers and that kind of ridiculousness. I'm not talking about those kinds of ridiculous things. I'm talking about organically growing your followers because you are offering good whatever. I mean, it could be something as, hey, my goal is I want to have one good, foodie blogger interact with me each week. And then you just take a look at how many people have interacted and how many people are foodie bloggers. That could be one. I threw that in there for you, Devil Wears Parsley. Okay. 2, define what you're measuring. And 3, document. So having this great plan does you no good unless you write the stuff down. Write it down. So just sharing you, even though this has to do with my Twitter Scope book, what I want you to know is I keep track of all of this stuff. I keep track of what I talk about on each of the days, and then each of the days I put down what it was, what the date was, what the episode was, and then what the title was. And then my little tiny thing that I've been doing is like I've been keeping track of like, okay, heart counts mean nothing to me on, and I know we're supposed to be talking about Twitter, but I'm just showing you the example. So I kept track of how many hearts that I've been given, which again, I don't care about that. What I care about is how many followers. Have I been able to grow my Periscope following because of Twitter Scope? And on the days I get up and I don't feel like doing a Twitter Scope, or the days that you don't feel like hopping onto Twitter, you can pull up your little book and go, oh, that's right. There's been forward progress. There's been forward momentum. I'm not where I was when I started. That's why I'm doing this. That's why I'm pushing through the hard stuff. That's why I'm pushing back that discouragement or the, is anyone really listening? Does anyone really read my posts? Wow, this Twitter seems like I'm just talking to an empty room, or whatever those lies are that are descending on your mind. Go ahead, keep track, keep some truth. So this is like, this keeps me in the truth. So again, keep you from being discouraged. Get a little truth in your brain. Number 1, set intervals of what works for you. I keep track of my Twitter Scope stuff daily. You can keep track of your Twitter stuff weekly, daily, whatever it is. Probably Twitter, I'd probably do weekly, or it could even be monthly. It doesn't matter. Do what works for you to define what you're measuring. We can go into tools maybe on a different day. Maybe tomorrow we'll do that. We'll talk over weight analytics and tools that you can use to see and how you can track your progress. So want that to be the little encouragement for today, my Twitter Scope friends, and just say, hang in there. You are not going to turn the ship around overnight. It's a long, think of the metaphor of growing. I planted my vegetable garden last week. Little sprouts are starting to come up. If I go out to my garden after planting my seeds for a week and I get all frustrated and bummed and self-recriminating because I'm a horrible gardener, that's stupid. Okay. It takes time. You just have to let things grow. But if you do the right things and put the right conditions, things will grow, right? And so that's what Twitter Scope is about. It's teaching you some of the right conditions, but only you're responsible for executing and making sure that good content is there, that you're consistent, that you're interacting, that you're not doing stupid things like sending auto DMs or whatever. So again, I will not ramble. I'm Decart on the socials. That is it for today's episode. We talked about, real quick, fight discouragement by tracking your progress. Set yourself up for, oh, you're welcome. Set yourself up for success by keeping track of your progress, because believe me, you will need it. This is hard work, you guys. No one said this was going to be easy, and we are not looking for easy fixes. We're looking for doing this with excellence. We're looking to push back that veil of ignorance that surrounds Twitter, but also to push into and move towards excellence in connecting with our readers, our customers, or our networks. So thanks again for spending a few minutes with me in Riverside, California. These are, 10 minutes of your life you'll never get back. So I cherish those, and I want to see you guys on the social. Tweet me your questions, please, or DM me. Oh, I got to use the hand. Don't even DM me. Just make them public. Put the questions out, because chances are, if you have the question, someone else has that question too. I will see you guys tomorrow, and maybe we'll talk about analytics. So let me know if that is of interest to you, and we will see you tomorrow, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.